Hello and welcome, internet beings, to my second ever countdown video, the most original type of YouTube content out there. I've been playing Smash Bros. Since the first game came out on the N64, so you could say all the Smash Ultimate craze has me a little obsessed right now, I'm not gonna lie. And I know this video is a bit late at this point, since we've already been shown every character that will be in Smash Ultimate at launch, but we still have 5 mystery DLC characters we have yet to see, and who knows what will happen for the next game. I narrowed my list of potential characters down to 15, otherwise this video would be like 4 hours long. These characters are mainly ranked in order of how much I want them in Smash, but also how much fun they could be to play as, and how much of a chance they have to actually make the cut. The limitations are, only from games I've played, 1 character per franchise, video game characters only, no deconfirmed characters, as in confirmed assist trophy characters, and only characters that have appeared on Nintendo systems. Okay, screw the rules actually. I mean, most of the characters I chose follow all of these rules, but I don't really care if they haven't been on a Nintendo system. And I don't care if they have already been an assist trophy or something, and neither should you. This is just a video about who I want, not who's most popular or who's most likely to be confirmed, so let's have a bit of fun. Besides, you can always verbally abuse me in the comments section afterwards if you feel like it. For each character, I'll give a brief overview of the character and their history of Nintendo, if any. Then, suggest what their moves could be like, especially B moves, as well as possible stage and final smash. Smashing! So strap your butts in, grab some snacks, put the salt away, and derail your hype trains. These are the top 15 characters that should be in Smash Bros. Because I said so. Okay, this first one is never going to happen. I used to think of Smash Bros. As a Nintendo fanboy circle jerk a long time ago. Sure, we got Sonic and Snake and Brawl, but they were presented as guest characters, so I didn't expect them to return. But Sonic returned. Then we got Mega Man. Then Pac-Man. Then we got Ryu. And then of all people, we got Cloud. Bayonetta 2, but that was a Smash ballot deal, so let's focus on Cloud. Cloud was never a Nintendo character. He only appeared on Kingdom Hearts as a minor side character and in the Final Fantasy 3DS spin-offs. But now we have Final Fantasy VII coming to Switch, as well as many other games in the series. And, well, the first on this list is in the same position as Cloud. However, this character gets dunked on by the internet quite a lot, even by fans such as myself. After all, why hate on things when making fun of the things you love is more fun? But then I started to think about what it would be like if it actually did happen. Yeah, I know, I'm gonna get some crap for this, but Tidus is the pro tag for my favorite game in the series. At this point, Noctis from 15 would probably be more likely than Tidus right now, but I don't care. Final Fantasy X and I go a long way back. And I know what you may be thinking already. Wait, he'd just be another typical sword user. Well, in Final Fantasy X, Tidus relies more on his athletic abilities than swordsmanship in combat, which means his sword attacks would not be very powerful. His speed and accuracy are his best traits, and if he makes it to Smash Bros., his most unique moves could involve the Blitz Ball. Similar to Wii Fit Trainer's Soccer Ball, it can be battered around at each other, and also be able to hit Tidus himself if he doesn't successfully knock it back. Blitz Balls also have the potential to be spun for strange trajectories. For example, his neutral B could be a Blitz Ball combo, where he repeatedly hits the ball at opponents, similar to how the Jet Shot works. The ball could rebound back to him like a boomerang if he doesn't hit anyone. His up B could be Sphere Shot, a high jumping flip kick that can do weak damage to opponents or kick the Blitz Ball for a strong hit. The ball has a trajectory that goes downwards, then curves upwards. For his down B, he could kick the ball downwards. That just leaves his side B, which instead of a ball move could be Spiral Cut, a flipping leap forward followed by a slash that could also be used for recovery. His final smash would be Blitz Ace, crazy sword combo followed by a Blitz Ball kick to KO. If he doesn't connect with someone, he could use Energy Rain to cover a large area but with less launching power. the stage would have to be the most important location in the game, Xanarkand. During Sin's attack, the stage could get ruined over time, with platforms and hazards flying around, similar to Umbra Clock Tower. Still, I don't expect this to happen, despite Final Fantasy X coming to the Switch. But if done right, Tidus would be an incredible character to play as, and Xanarkand would make for a fantastic stage.
This is it. This is your story.
And no, I didn't forget. This would have to be one of his taunts. This next character is an obvious one that people have been hoping for a while now. Kingdom Hearts is a massive franchise at this point. It's had its fair share of games on Nintendo platforms already, and I would have expected Sora to be a playable Square Enix representative long before Cloud. Not only that, he would fit in very well with the current cast. I mean, what more needs to be said? I guess we can blame Disney, because blaming Disney is kind of in right now anyway. Sora would primarily use his Keyblade to attack, but may have more up his sleeve. His specials could be various magic spells, and to be honest, I don't really know what else as far as specials go. The first Kingdom Hearts is the only game in the series I've actually beaten, and I have a lot of good memories of it, but it was a long time ago. Otherwise, he'd probably be a bit higher on the list. It would be cool for him to have a unique up A attack that puts him in midair for some follow-up air moves, just like in the game. For his final smash, the only things I could think of are a team attack with Donald and Goofy if Disney can get on board with that.
Let's go get him, Goofy!
Which would be weird because they're not really video game characters, if not one of his quick time finisher moves from the later games.
Okay.
For a stage, well, Traverse Town is my favorite location in the series so far, so that would be my pick, but there are probably some other locations in the series that would work better as a Smash stage. Unfortunately, with Kingdom Hearts 3 not coming to the Switch yet, maybe? That seems to hurt his chances of appearing in Smash, but we'll have to wait and see.
That's one funny face.
Hide your ships, because this next guy on the list gets them destroyed just by existing. It's Adol Christian of the Ys series. Oh great, another sword user you say. I know. However, this is quite an old franchise with a lot of history on Nintendo platforms and various other platforms as well, that deserves more recognition than it currently has. A lot of the series plays similar to 2D Zelda, where you play in either a top-down or bird's-eye view, going through various zones and dungeons, fighting enemies, and acquiring treasures and abilities that help you progress in later areas. Ys 8, which recently came to Switch, plays a bit more like Kingdom Hearts, where you control one character and have two others helping you. Adol usually is pictured with a longsword in the early Ys games, but in Ys 8, his blades are a bit shorter and more broad, and attacks very quickly to string combos together, and to be honest, it suits the gameplay of the series better. While you would normally use a sword character in Smash to keep some distance between you and your opponent, Adol is aggressive and fast. Ys 8 also gives us a lot of special moves to work with in making up a moveset. They could use pretty much any of them for his neutral, up, and side specials, but his flash move would be an interesting alternative to the standard down B counter, making Adol speed up for a period of time if timed correctly. The inverse of witch time, basically. For his final smash, two party members come and help him fight for a period of time. Dogi is a given, since he is Adol's bestie and has appeared in many of the games. Donna, my sweet, beautiful, blue-haired wife, the other main character of the latest Ys game would make an ideal second. They would target the same player Adol does for some team attacks. For his stage, it would be a ship that gets wrecked, of course. The battle would continue on Siren Island with some random monsters until another ship arrives. Another possibility is Darm Tower, one of the most prominent locations that acts as the sole setting of Ys Origin, the game that sets up the backstory for the entire series. If you have never played any of these games, Ys Origin is a great place to start. It's a superb game. A man can dream, right?
Alert. Heavy damage. Standard comms system activated. Initiating short range control. Activating short-range attack gear. Alert. Large enemy group detected.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Nier Automata... Nier Autism is a post-apocalyptic game set about 9,000 years into the future, after aliens invade the planet and leave their machines to control it, and the beautiful man-made androids fighting against them. With androids looking like this, accepting our future robot overlords might not be so bad. Seriously, send my dude Yoko Taro some love. The man is a legend. Now, will this come to Smash someday? Probably not. But with Squeenix going ham with Switch ports, and Platinum Games having worked with Nintendo quite a lot, at least getting a Switch port of the game is not unlikely if you ask me. If my dream does come true, we would probably get 2B as a playable character, since she is pretty much the face of the series. And the butt. However, that doesn't mean another character couldn't appear as an alternate skin.
Better make sure he's actually dead next time.
Aside from the hacking mechanic, 2B and 9S have a very similar melee skill set, phasing their weapons in and out of their proximity to string sweeping combos together to take out hordes of enemies at once, but also being able to use hand-to-hand combat. So if they were in Smash, that would likely make up their regular attacks. For specials, I'm thinking the pod programs would work best, since they make up the game's more unique abilities. Neutral B could be the Gatling or Laser, weak but fast projectile abilities. Side B could be Pod Missile, which is forward charging attack. Up B could be the Pod Hover support used for recovery only. And the down B could be Pod Shockwave, one of the most useful pod attacks in the game. For their final smash, they could get into their flight unit and start blasting at their opponents. Or they could go commit die and use their black box reactor to self-destruct, covering a wide area of the stage, then be replaced by an identical android, which is actually how death works in Nier Automata. As for the stage, the Robot Factory is an important location for much of the game, and it's what introduces us to the setting. We could fight atop the giant robot at the end of the prologue even. Or, one of the more popular locations of the game, the amusement park, full of creepy clown robots and really old rides that miraculously still work. What could possibly go wrong? This 2-game Drakengard spin-off series also has some of the best music I've heard my entire life. No joke. Do yourself a favor and pick up a copy of the first Nier. Plays like Zelda, but with better music, story, and characters. You won't regret it. Or will you?
Glory to mankind.
Glory to mankind.
Come to life.
You might be noticing a trend here, huh? 3 Squeenix characters and another third-party JRPG character so far. It's not like I'm biased or anything, I swear. Well, get ready, because here comes another one. Just kidding. The next one is The Legend of Zelda's own demonic David Bowie. I know. He's an assist trophy, you big gay! You might be screaming at the screen right now, but I don't care. I love the Zelda series, and while I think Skyward Sword is the low point of the modern 3D Zelda games, Girahim stands out as one of the most entertaining villains we've seen from the series. I know a lot of people wanted Skull Kid, until he got deconfirmed, who would maybe be my second or third choice, but I digress. This demonic disgrace oddity would be a very elegant and taunting troll of a fighter, like he is in Hyrule Warriors, where he specializes in bullying one target at a time. And while he mainly uses a sword in Hyrule Warriors, he's also capable of using dark magic, phasing his sword in and out of existence when needed, so it could be reserved only for his more powerful smash attacks like how Ultimate Ganondorf works. His neutral B would be a magic target that locks Girahim onto an enemy and increases attack power and effects against that enemy while active. Basically the same thing as Hyrule Warriors. His side B throws magic darts forward that will home in on targeted enemies. Holding B could increase the number of darts maybe. His up B would be a magic platform that lifts Girahim upward and pushes away other players, similar to his final fight in Skyward Sword and his 5-string combo in Hyrule Warriors. While his playstyle might be better for keeping people at bay when he's under pressure, his down B would be his finger block that can block any attack with his hand like he does in his boss fights. This would allow for a quick follow-up attack or a strong auto counterattack on targeted enemies. For his final smash, spoilers for Skyward Sword, if you haven't beaten it, you got 5 seconds to do so. Okay, carry on. He would become the sword of the Demon King Demise, who is summoned for a period of time. For his stage, well, Skyloft is already a stage, so we might not need his own, but they could use the Sealed Grounds, Skyview Temple, or Fire Sanctuary. In fact, Sealed Grounds would be a great candidate for another large stage. It would be difficult to KO people due to the surrounding walls, but the Imprisoned could appear and wreak havoc upon anyone around him. Still, even if he doesn't get a stage, if he got D-Assist trophied, I'd be dancing in the street.